In this tutorial, we're going to be learning about the different recording modes available to you with Pro Tools. You choose your record mode if you right-click in Windows, or control-clicking in Macintosh on the Record Enable button in the Transport window. In addition to normal or default mode, you see Loop, Destructive, and Quick Punch. The normal or default record mode is non-destructive. This means if you delete a region from the Edit window, let's look at the track name for reference, it's guitar_0102, it still is available to me in the region list. It's still available on my hard drive, and I can bring it back into the track if I want to. No harm done. Our next option is Loop Record. As you can see, each record mode has its own unique icon so that you can easily distinguish between them. To use Loop Record, first make sure you're set up to record, enable your track, ensure that your inputs and outputs are selected appropriately, do a level check. You don't want to be clipping, sounds okay. Now set your start and end locators. These will determine the boundaries of your loop. Your current edit mode will indeed affect how you're able to position those locators. I need some flexibility here. Let's use slip mode so I can drag and drop where I like. Okay. Now arm Pro Tools to record. Set up a pre-roll if you need it. I think 2 seconds will be enough. Enable a click if you need it, and when you're ready to roll, press play or the space bar. Now just keep recording over and over again until you're, happy with what you've got. As you can see, Pro Tools will loop back for you to the beginning of your region. I'm just going to try a couple more here. Okay. As you see, as soon as I press stop, all of my takes appeared in the regions list. They're all stored in one audio file, however. It's called guitar_03, but I can audition each one of them individually. First you grab a take, then enable the selector tool, click inside the region, then control click, and you'll get a drop-down menu of takes. That's a little tricky. We're going to repeat that sequence again in this video so you can watch it again. To enable loop playback from the options menu, we can go around and around in that region and listen to our takes. Disable the pre and post roll. We're not going to need that now. As you can see, pre-roll is disabled below in the transport window. Now press play or spacebar to begin your listening. If you want to select another take, you can press control click. Again, control click. And just keep cycling through your takes. I'm thinking that one. And then press the space bar when you're done. If you'd like to hear a bit of the next region before you make your decision, disable the loop playback in the options menu. Now we're going to walk through the audition process again. Grabber tool, make your selection in the regions list. Now enable the selector tool. Click inside the region. Now control click to pull up your drop-down menu of takes. Play when you're ready to listen. Now make another selection, and click here to return to the beginning. Let's check out another one. Click here to return to the beginning. And press stop when you're done. I think I do like 10 the best. I want to get rid of the rest of these. I'm going to highlight them with a shift click. From the region's local menu, we can select clear. We have the option to remove them from the session. Yes. We will remove. Guitar 037 is still used in the track. Yes, we want to clear it still. We don't need any of these. They're still in the track because they're all layered under there. We can also clear regions with a right-click. Clear. We'll get the same request for verification. Do we want to indeed remove? Yes, we do. Let's get rid of these last remaining regions that we don't need. You can choose to keep them there if you'd like to listen to them again later. You think you might change your mind later. Okay, let's bring our guitar region back in there. And let's have a listen. It's positioned perfectly. Okay, now let's take a look at our next record mode. Destructive mode. Control click in Macintosh or a right click in Windows. Again, we have a unique symbol, a D. This prevents us from accidentally activating this mode without noticing. Now in destructive record, any new audio recorded replaces and erases whatever was there before since the point that you activated destructive mode. In normal mode, even if you record right on top of something, the previous version is still there and can be dragged out and used. If you're really tight on disk space, you may want to use destructive record occasionally, or if you're doing a really long take like an audiobook. Watch now as this new take I'm about to do replaces the previous take. Okay, file name is the same, 0411, so the region has been permanently changed. But as you can see, the region I had under it before I activated destructive mode, 310, is still available for me to use. Let's disarm our track. Control-click on your Macintosh or right-click in Windows to get to our fourth mode, Quick Punch. Again, a unique icon so that we can't accidentally activate this mode without noticing. This mode is convenient for punching in takes. It lets you enable recording on the fly during a playback. Arm your track for recording, start the playback, and when you feel inspired to get something down, click the Record Enable button. Press stop when you're done. HD systems are going to have another mode. It's called Track Punch. This lets you drop in and out of record mode on the fly, but from any track. You don't need to have a track armed and enabled to go. You're able to select your recording mode from the options menu too, Destructive, Loop, Quick Punch. If you did want to prevent yourself from accidentally recording over a track, you can activate what's called a Record Safe mode with a command click on your Mac or a control click with Windows on the Track Recording Enable button. See how the button is dimmed out here? You can get the track out of safe mode with the same command, a control click in Windows or a command click on your Macintosh. And this concludes our overview of recording modes.